stage. Obviously, the Chinese teams, they've not scrimmed VIKENDI or SANHOK. They've mostly played Erangel. Now I've got 3 Erangels today, and they have a little bit more experience on the streets for a little while, but they seem to be comfortably back in this area, knowing that it is their own.
And of course, all of these teams will have had a lot of time to revise, right? To get there. He's caught Egley. Will get the knock, will get the knock. Goes for Icy, gets 2. Looks for another one, hits the drop shot. Godless, you need to find it. Finally, able to shut him down, but at the cost of a player, at the cost. Otherwise, they will be crunched in by that circle. That's NOVA-XQF actually being spotted out by RRQ there. Paraboy takes a knee. King sailing in across the fields. Tries to pop the sail, get there a little bit faster, but just oh dear.
He's like, Paraboy, you may think I'm coming to pick you up. I am in fact just saying goodbye.
He might be trying to get another off angle to suppress fire and get the rest of the team back in, so dropping the smoke down on Paraboy. They do have a little bit of time to play with it.
Futbolist can kind of just watch the action unfold. Ooh. As we see Zuxi take some shots down towards RRQ, who are on the low ground right now. Zuxi heads to the other side, tries to apply a bit more pressure. Ernie takes another clip there.
Origami Master Zuxi unfolds things how he likes. What's the opposite of origami? I'm not entirely sure, but it's certainly going on right now. Nade over into the smoke.
Bigetron, a good swan, that is.
Guard over to RRQ on the position, who moved south to try and get on the edge of that bridge. But Futbolist are yet to cross. Aerowolf Limax waiting in the wings. It's a very tricky spot for these players.
Yeah, but Na'Vi, I like this rotation. You can't see it on your screen. Digital Athletics.
Okay, it looks like Ray-Z gets first strike, but the bullets are thick and fast back straight at him. Jimmy behind the corner, low HP.
Silas.
One knock traded off. Sell him on the off angle. Solus, Silas, all moving in. Beautifully orchestrated for Klas Digital Athletics right now, as 2 players from NOVA-XQF have dropped. For the cost of 1, Ray-Z low, down on bended knee. Sell him up into the window to go for the res. Jimmy getting flushed. 3 players from NOVA-XQF are down. Only 1 remains. And it's unlikely that they're going to be able to get the res here.
It is a wild crash here, but you can understand why NOVA-XQF did it. They had to get into position. Unfortunately for them, Klas Digital Athletics are already here with the 3 players with S's in their name, and it's a triple S performance from them to hold down this compound. And now King has to leave. Can King Cobra start to snake it out later on this game? We'll find out if Silas can hit these shots.
All the spray, half HP for King. Reload comes through. The rest of Klas Digital Athletics continue the suppression. And there's so few ways for him to be able to get away from this. It's disaster for King, but he is still alive. We'll see how much further they can go.
Currently going down, Aerowolf and Power 888. This is the wall that Power 888 need to bust through at the moment if they want to make their way into this circle.
Oh, Fury goes down there to a spray. Close up is Corpai as well, who's on bended knee. TTT will fall, and now it's just ice left in the back lines for Power 888. Reduced.
Loot boxed on their heads, but the main point of contention is up towards the northern side. King currently in his warehouse, and about 5 other teams in this area all vying for position. But the eastern push is going to be gross watching it going forwards. Konina Power rushing their way through the...
Right now, Potato takes a little bit of damage.
Ooh.
Some knocks coming through over to Konina Power. Remember, they've lost a player early, so it's just Axa remaining, looking for the res onto Black-White. Frozen's low and bleeding out. Konina Power, they're on the southern edge. They're in the circle, but with only the shack to protect them, it's not the best of spots.
I believe that was a bit of martyrdom there, actually, with the nade dropped to the floor as one of the players died within the shack itself. So pretty unfortunate for Konina Power. It's not how you want to go down. Frozen also took a beating once he hit the floor.
Oh dear.
You imagine Konina Power going down to the wall, and that's Realm. Been popped out the vehicle by Ice.
Paul and Jax in the grass, looking to spray. Half will get taken low, but that's it. A1. Oh, Solke has been knocked. But Lutz continues to put the pressure. Aerowolf Limax, this is the difficult road they had to tread in the middle of the circle. Spalv goes down. And they will be looking to push in with Potato. Konina Power as well. They were struggling earlier on. They get peppered in the shack that they had, and now it's just Black-White remaining. Out in the blue as well, getting pushed on in its zone 5, so it will start to hurt.
Yeah, you start to hear the percussion of the battlefield. It really made a fantastic showing in the league stage. They're paying it forward.
Finally going down there. Alpha 7 as well, they're taking the fight. They've been dominant on this northern edge right now, but Team Secret Chin giving them a little bit of a run for their money. Na'Vi continue to put the pressure out in all directions. Oh dear. Oh dear, Klas Digital Athletics are able to just bump on down anybody trying to step in. That's the Abrupt Slayers falling. On the northern side, Alpha 7 survive, but they're down to 1 standing. 2 players knocked. Very difficult to move on in.
G9 making his way into the circle itself. That's old boy. Taking shots over towards G9. He will, in fact, go down. But RRQ, they've got insurgents absolutely everywhere on this map towards the south, off to the east now in Beer 11. Circle finally moves away from Na'Vi, and they have to start to consider how they want to make this one go forward. But 4 AM, they loom off in the distance.
Goodness me, they've stayed completely quiet for most of this game blank. No one has really actually encroached into any of their territory. And finally, D2E steps up and looks for Tixie, sprays them down on the roof. Na'Vi down to 3, reducing their power somewhat. Moving forwards, RRQ, 2 players alive, 4 Angry Men, all 4 of them still standing, and Futbolist, they've managed to sneak on in right to the middle, top 5.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, for RRQ, they've been under pressure this entire game, sending Beer 11 and D2E out wide. It's an excellent idea, in fact. I really, really like it. It means that they have a good chance to at least make it into the top 4. Na'Vi, like you said, though, with their power now slightly dwindled by the fact they just lost Tixi, going against 4AM is looking a lot less unlikely.
4 Angry Men looking most likely to take this one home here, Blank. 88%, that's a lot of numbers. D2E will get knocked on the attempted cross there.
You gotta love this 4AM, the way they're just moving up nice and slow. That is that sliver of the body that was so easily hit by 4AM.
But 2 players go down in turn, and that's really going to take the wind out their sails on this northern edge. Gives Na'Vi a chance to regroup.
This is okay for 4AM, though. They have time over here. They have the vehicles available to them as well. And Digital Athletics, their broadside is completely open to Na'Vi.
That's Digital Athletics. Oh, they're getting knocked quite a few times. That's Na'Vi doing so much damage. They were able to take it down.
That's 9 kills on the board for Na'Vi already. What a way to start the tournament. And Lovazin is now out.
There we go. It is Na'Vi and 4 Angry Men. Last 2 teams. We saw the positions they had. They've managed to use them here. It's 3 versus 3.
Great position here from Matic, which is still within the circle, but they need to really take advantage of this position whilst they still have it, because it's very unlikely you're going to get... it has to be the hardest shift down to the south if Na'Vi want to hold on to any of these buildings. They have to cross the road. 4AM with so many vehicles available to them, they've got a compound of their own over here, and look at that circle. It is right on top of 4AM.
But 4AM, they didn't have the info. They were shooting in completely the wrong direction, and this could prove vital for Na'Vi's efforts. Oh boy, up close and personal. Needs to find a little bit of cover as Sook up the hill, over the top, trying to jump around the smoke, get a little bit of info. Nades, back and forth. Matic still on the Overwatch, not going in with the team. A little bit of a dud bobble there on the nade as Meku streaming out wide. They managed to get in the circle with Old Boy.
Our smokes are down, and this is more for denying vision towards 4AM. Very smart stuff coming through from Na'Vi. And like you said, John, they took that opportunity, and they just ran with it. Na'Vi can be an aggressive team when they absolutely want to. I mean, they tried to be the entirety of the first 3 weeks of the tournament, so this is kind of like second nature to them.
Matic's making the push on foot across the road now, Blank. This is what the smokes were in aid of, drawing that attention away. And now Matic has a cheeky little off angle, no vehicle noise, and will get that loot crate as well.
This is so good. These mollies are targeting exactly on the trees.
Oh, look at that. That's the first knock. It's now down to a 3 versus 3. Sorry, there were 4 players from 4 Angry Men still alive in the midst of things. Meku up top, nade over his way, but it's only 98. Sook, a lot of damage sent his way. Oh boy, not quite able to get that full knock just yet. Pushes up the hill. Swan down in the grass. They know where he is. They're trying to laser beam on. Sook suppressed. Needs to heal a bit. Matic nade over the top to the back of Swan. Sook pressure towards the rest of the squad.
Matic.
He's been spotted. And a little bit of respite as Sasaki goes for that res. Over onto Shinhe.
Oh dear, this is not looking good for Na'Vi. That little bit of advantage that they had accrued early has been completely taken away. Some good knocks coming through from 4AM, or at least some good damage, sorry, which has held Na'Vi at bay. And you wonder how much utility they have remaining.
Oh, that's a knock. That's a nasty knock as well for Na'Vi. They're down to 2, and that's their off angle taken out of the mix. It's definitely just these 2 players now.
Things are so much more linear here for 4AM going forward. Pasaki goes down. Okay. 3v2, Old Boy next, and now just 1 player remains.
Meku up the top. You said he was doing a lot of work for the squad, and now he needs to put it all on the line. 2 players in action right now, and this res will bring all 4 back for 4 Angry Men. The western edge was dominated by them in this circle. It moved their way, and now they're looking to put that final nail in the coffin. Sook sprays down towards Meku. The bullets start to land, but he's yet to go down, and finally, they make it happen. 4 Angry Men take the chicken dinner.
Svan with the 3 fantastic stuff there, John.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff at the end there. 4 Angry Men take the first chicken. And they are hopefully going to step up into this one. We'll see if it's going to be to the streets, but I think A1 actually has
hotly contested for a lot of these matches we do have on Miramar. Studied these movements meticulously.
Maybe a little bit early for the fight between Futbolist and Klas Athletics, but they will get...
We can get the circle if we all hold in this direction, but you know, we've already scouted out this area. Why don't we try and just control 2 areas at once and then just group up later on?
It's okay, getting knocked. Raum soon to follow. Lux low on HP and Lovazin. Really the only fully functioning member at the moment for Futbolist. Sprayed down, beautifully done there from Silas, dropping the molly and crushing Lux.
They got a cheeky little circle here for themselves, and now all teams have to start to squeeze.
Very, very early, Blank, so we're looking to even the score lines here on the tables. Who's going to be able to surge? Looking to put pressure over towards Bigetron, and the nades continue to fly. Smoke's giving the cover, but it's not hard. It will not stop the bullets. And both teams remain alive for now. Between a rock and a hard place, do you choose Bigetron, or do you choose the risky push? It might be that they can strike out towards Bigetron as Zuxi goes down, Ryzen falls, and now it's Microboy and Luxy left alive. Out in the blue, Paraboy tries to get an off angle. Edge, RRQ RRQ suffering heavily, and now it's Abrupt Slayers with the only team with all 4 alive. In goes Luxy, down goes Luxy. King shuts it out, and it's NOVA-XQF trying to get those reses, but it's stolen away. It's pincered out, and it's A1 to try. Really not going to find too much. Maybe trying to heal up a little bit, but down he goes, and that's Klas Digital Athletics eliminated 6th place.
Aiming here with the double box in front of them, but that's Abrupt Slayers to take down all the players from NOVA-XQF. What is happening here? So much occurs in such a short amount of time. Leon now running over the tops here.
It's just Sinister now, and Abrupt Slayers strike from the top of the hill. They run on down. Sinister looking to try and heal up, looking to get a little bit of health, maybe another point or 2 if he's lucky. Finds one onto Heaven, but gets shut down. Lickety split, and it's Abrupt Slayers to take the 2nd chicken dinner.
And it does not get any more abrupt than that. So many teams out in the blink of an eye, John. That was incredible. Stuff here that we have not seen in... So I think a lot of times they're getting caught out on rotates. But here we go. Match number 3, heading to the skies. We've got our beautiful little arena here as well to show it as it happens.
Did you just call it
a... It's a small one, isn't it, really?
A little bit goes to the spray on the Darcy, but they get the better of him. Really? Sinister falls down early. A beautiful crash from Alpha 7, and there's a reason that these guys have got so many kills, Frank. There's a reason that they have the top. A lot of damage to Cosmos, but Matic takes some in kind, will go down. GZ trying to look for the push, but Old Boy at his back. Out wide he goes behind the rock, looking to try and suppress towards the off angle from Meku, but the Micro Uzi just too thunderous there for Old Boy.
Stuff out of U-High. He's an incredible player, but Ice continues to find these knocks.
Has to be very low as well. Sook up close and personal with him. The circle will start to do quite a bit of damage.
Real big hiccups towards the end of the league stage, but we're looking at Konina Power, the 2 CIS teams here for this finals, going head to
be like, guys, come on, we're fighting here.
We're having a cage match.
Step up.
So rude.
Nades being thrown in now from Tixie, close range. Gets the knock onto 6ix9ine and a bit of damage onto Jack. Old Boy has been knocked in the meantime. This is a chance for Konina Power to maybe strike, but Old Boy gets flushed out. A1 pick up the kill. Nade up the top. Tixie takes some damage. Dante fades away and doesn't get done over. Has to heal up a sliver of HP. Both Ryzen and Microboy trying to hold on, but the spray down from 4 Angry Men will eliminate Bigetron for Axa going low. 2 players down now for Konina Power. Gonzo mounts up, tries to get a new angle. As Black White will get flushed on out. As that's kills coming in thick and fast. Down towards NOVA-XQF, as now it's Zeus who can third party into this fight as well. And everything's starting to pop off. NOVA-XQF, I believe that's them going very, very low. RRQ, all 4 players standing, and Konina Power all but done as Frozen's out in the blue.
Quickly check in with Futbolist after that nice little push from Lutz. They found a position over towards this northwest side where not all the teams are currently congregating. So really,
but they managed to get into the zone, and that might just give them the advantage they need against Futbolist, against Team Secret.
Team Secret just are not having a good time right now. Great nades coming through. Futbolist, they want to claim zone here. Move to the front. Loverson jumps down the side. That's 1 kill already found.
Oh, no.
Great jump shot from Matoy. Beautiful stuff, and will survive. Ice shot still up here. Matoy has to try and get out of there as soon as possible, but the blue is ticking.
2 players alive. Matoy gets knocked across the way. Ice shot strides to Santal, but Power 888 are ready and waiting with open arms. However, Jimmy lands the shots from the sidelines. That is all the teams on the north now eliminated. Power 888 behind their rock, looking to hold strong right now. The circle will shift. It will favour one of these 4 teams. All 4 points of the compass occupied right now, and Power 888 are blessing their lucky stars as it shifts out northwest.
This is beautiful for them. They have a lot of hard cover that they're currently holding down. Francis Lennox will have to leave their compound to RRQ. Trying to find a pick onto NOVA-XQF. There's the first one. King goes down. This is a really important game for RRQ. They have not held the trophy of a championship as of yet, but they've always been chasing it. And if they get some more points on here, it will be looking good for them at the start of this finals.
Power 888 trying to zone them away, looking for that res. A single nade would prove really quite bothersome for them. RRQ, they're down to 1.
Yeah.
G9 hiding out in the warehouse nade over the top. That's a Molotov, sorry, to stop Paraboy on the close peaks, but really, what is there left in the tank? Looking for the angle there, can't quite find it on the Molotov. Now G9 wants to get these reses. Paraboy reads it, moves on over the wall. Klas Digital Athletics, they need to try and take some real estate in the meantime. And that's a Molotov. Did that just finish off both of them for Paraboy?
Goodness me. Like you said, that was open like a book for Paraboy. He was just straight through those chapters. Great read from him. Now moves forward with the smokes unleashed by Jimmy. Now they can get further into this circle. Power 888 are down on their knees. They have really taken a lot of hits. Jimmy survives, brushes that one off like it's nothing.
It's not even a problem. Klas Digital Athletics clashing now with Power 888 around the side of the rock. NOVA-XQF will have to try and snake their way through, and Power 888 should be worried. It's a 3 versus 2 if they take the fight that way. But they just don't have the info at this moment. Ice looking to try and play backstop. Paraboy spotted out. functioning perfectly. One player now standing for NOVA-XQF. It's Jimmy. Klas Digital Athletics pop the nades over the top, looking to try and push them off the rocks, try and force them into an unfavorable fight 4 versus 3. Nades sent back, however, and might just find what they're looking for. Triple T's going to hit the deck. Jimmy, last player standing, snaking in for NOVA-XQF, looking to mount up and spray on in. Gets a lot of damage done, but Silas stands tall. Dewey around the rock, not quite able to finish that off. Solus goes low. Silas, he might not have any HP, but it's not even going to matter. Klas Digital Athletics rampage across the tundra.
Absolute fantastic game of Klas Digital Athletics. I felt like they were in control the entirety of that time. Wonderful stuff from them. Power 888 though, Ice with 7 kills on 4. What a performance from this guy. We kept coming back onto his camera so many times.
Really confidently bar the circles going in their favour, and yeah, okay, I would put them as a top 5 potential team, but this already into the tournament. They're setting themselves up, baby.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, the big difference now about the finals. Number 1, prize pool, first place $700,000, big money. But also the fact that every single game.
It's going to be so important for Aerowolf to join up as a full squad in the center of this phase because they want to create a metaphorical controlling area around them. Abrupt Slayers down to 1, Cherry thrown down. He's going to get taken out, and U-High, boy, rocks up high, grabs that final kill. Abrupt Slayers are out of here.
U-High getting it done right. Love to see that for Team Secret. Moving on over, Dante just came from that bridge. Ooh, what a spray right there. Catching just the tip of the head of Corby, getting him knocked down. You know, he's got to be feeling himself after that one. And at the same time, they got to get into zone, get a secure position. Blue starts chunking you. And oh, 6'9", snaking his way, getting caught by Alpha 7. Dante, looks like it's all up to him to figure this one out for his team.
See, here's the thing. What's all around him is pretty much open, bar a few up and downhill areas. So really, you got to stay prone down and hope for the best on this next circle shift. The Team Seeker spray up and look for the members of Nova.
King just looks like the barely make it out of alive, and just like that, Paraboy and the rest of his squad.
The Team Seeker are at the back end of it. They're by the blue zone. They've got a couple of smokes that they're able to utilize, but at the end of the day, I feel like this is nearing the end of Team Secret's game 4.
The amount of synergy you have to pull that kind of split push up from Nova is ridiculous, and they're doing it perfectly right now. Order getting that information. You know, he hopes he has some more nades to his hands right now to be able to get some good kit onto Team Secret, but they are going to be holding this position. A lot of smokes. They still have that dossier. They can definitely make it out of this, but the zone, oh, what a shift, Imperium.
And what's so important for Nova is because it's shifted down south where they're going to have quite an easy entry point into this phase 5, they've got to close out this engagement quickly, and they send Jimmy 4 closer to the northwestern edge of the circle just to gather a little bit of information. So that's great teamwork and great. Put them on 2-2 in my eyes, but let's see how it works out for them. RRQ and Aerowolf along with Alpha 7 are going to be engaging on each other, getting inside that US. Going to look to disengage. Is that a wise choice? Well, it should work out for now.
If they had a full squad with them, they would have engaged.
Ooh, a lovely clean knock initially onto Zingy, and let's see if we can get the last kill onto Zook.
I mean, this is against the number 1 team right here. These guys are the league play champions, and he was able to get the 1 piece, looking for the 2. Can he get it done? He has a great position. Potato coming in for the assist, but they're getting third party now. Oh, and the nade coming down. It looks like it's right next to that US. Hits, but oh, he's able to survive by just an inch of his teeth.
Oh man, the revive's coming through from Zook onto Zingy. Power 888 also maybe looking to get into the action a little bit as the last player standing. The circle did kind of center up, goes northwest, and Navi still up as a 3-man team.
I mean, look at this from Rex from long distance. I mean, just put a little thorn in the side of Aerowolf Limax right there. So that third party definitely was a lifeline. 4-4 Angry Man gave him a little bit more time to get that reset. But here comes zone number 6, and this one hurts. I mean, Aerowolf Limax, they got to get a move on it right now.
They've got to push. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to be controlling if they're going to even get to the edge of the circle. Never mind win this game. Zingy and Zook separate because they know that with a couple of grenades, they can't afford to be too close together. Last player
coming out, gonna have to make some plays, and there's Zingy with that DP. Beautiful peaks right here, down to 1 HP. Oh, peaks back and forth onto Renare, and there is Aerowolf Limax taken out in 4 Angry Men. Just so tough to kill.
The end of the day, it all came down to the fact that Aerowolf left it too late to join up as a full squad, and it just steamrolled. It went against them little by little. And 4 Angry Men, you got to be able to get the better of them. You got to be able to shut them down. But as we get down to the final 5 teams, Team Seeker are doing a hell of a job with 6 kills so far in this game.
Crushing it, and you can just see him right now. U-High is just literally spinning in a circle right now. They're completely pinned right now by Digital Athletics and Navi. Just trying to figure out where the best shots are. Solus, he is stuck by that crate right now. You know, he's not going anywhere. Next zone, though, it's going to go on up, and it's going to favor pretty much all these teams. But it is full-on snake time, baby, here in match number 4.
It is, unfortunately for Digital Athletics. The one player that was inside the circle is knocked down. Lovely grenades being thrown out by Old Boy, suppressing Team Seeker. The good thing for Team Seeker is that they have a rock, they have 2 vehicles, and they have a tree, so they're able to create a little bit of a separation. against the members of Natus.
Oh, Sook. You know this guy does not miss. Able to get another nice kill. And now 4 Angry Men are going to have the man advantage. Just 2 Angry Men. I mean, these guys, I kid you not, you get knocks after knocks on them, but they just get so many resets and are just so difficult to take out.
Final
10
4
kills.
teams. Final 4 teams. 2, 1, 1, 1 as the last player to shot X goes out.
Yeah, there goes Klas Solis. That is their support player taken out in 4th place. But you got to give it up to this squad. I mean, always consistent. Even when they don't have a ton of kills, in the top 5 every single time. But right now, we got 3 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Nice little zone shift on over to pretty much nobody. So, I mean, all these teams are going to have to snake their way in. But it is going to be a duo of Team Secret against 4 Angry Men. Look at those shots from Yuhai. Able to get a nice little Vik explosion knock.
It's also completely flat, realistically. So the only way you're going to survive getting into the circle is by getting hopefully to the next tree to get into the to the next checkpoint, so to speak. And with 2 other teams around you for 4 Angry Men, they're kind of getting swiped from either side. The only thing they can hope for is that, oh boy, he does get that first knockdown, and that could be the sign for 4 Angry Men to fire on through.
You know, that first nade is an eviction notice, baby, and old boy's throwing down the rest. A little bit short, though. That was a great one to start off, but it looks like Yuhai is going to get that reset off. What a play right there, and there goes Yuhai. I mean, just putting in some work on the 4 Angry Men now, trying to get this thirst, and he's going to get it done. So that is a huge, huge finish for them. Teams are ready. We'll see right now, Matoy, I mean, just putting in so much work. Team Secret want this chicken dinner. 8 kills to their name. What a big performance from him. Old boy, though, just snaking on his lonesome. Be a thorn on the side of both these teams, but he's going to have to get moving into the zone right now. Oh, what a turd shot from Yuhai. Almost like they baited him out right there. What a great play, and now it is a 2v1. It looks like it's all Team Secret to finish this out, but Old Boy gets a huge knock. It is up to him now. 1v1 between Matoy. Oh, my goodness! Old Boy shutting it down. 2v1 snake play, baby. That is how you
Really matter because the SANHOK. The thing is, Duke, will BTR go to boot camp again?
That's the thing. I mean, all my eyes right now are locked onto boot camp. Will on the bottom left of the map, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how they opt to play it, though. Zeus still in engagement with 4 Angry Men, and this is the issue when it comes, especially to this point in the match. The second you get in a fight, you're going to know that another squad is just there waiting to come in third party. So if you get an engagement, he is knocked right now. So, a good return one from Asaki. You're going to get a 2-piece right there. That was critical. A nice nade, though, onto Zinhei. It's going to even things out. It is up to Asaki to make a huge play for his squad. They are sending it on up to him. Rex, is trying to get that first aid. Can he go to get this hip fire? Oh, the Ronnie! Just great cover. Is good. That's that up close and personal gun. Oh, Silas with that M4 now. Look at these shots, just controlling this area so well. And Klas Digital.
But the thing is, Ice isn't in the circle. Neither of these teams are inside the circle. So the battle of the warehouses, the blue zone is closing in. Corpie looking to try and throw those pre-fire shots off inside the doorway. It is going to be the knockdown.
Blue zone forcing the fight. They got to get it done. Aerowolf is going to be able to get a really huge knock. Yui's going to have to try to get a jump shot.
No way.
Goes for the pre-fire. Does get a really huge one, though. Is going to have to press it some more. But that beautiful pre-nade right there is going to shut that fight down. Super Uda's going to 1 HP. He cannot get touch the blue. He's getting the he's going to get knocked to the blue zone. And now it's just Spav left for his team. And he has to heal it out. There's no way he can move.
And Ice actually moved over the bridge to the point where he's actually not inside the circle, but he's outside of the blue. Spav is the last player standing. I don't think it's worth going for the revive. The heal battle and RRQ going up against Nova.
Oh, and RRQ are going to finish off Nova, especially right now, Zone 6. You cannot do anything your way in. Yeah, and you know that Secret Gen, they have all this intel, so they know their backs are cleared, so they have a really good idea of where this Konina Power team is, and they're just trying to use all the kit they can. But look at Cosmos. Cosmos is in the blue zone, so it's just Kangzo. It is basically a 1v2 between these two teams, and Cosmos, he can't run. He has to spam first aids.
And also, what's really tricky for Kenzo is that even if he gets a knockdown onto one of the Konina Power players, he's not going to know it.
That's true. That's true. I mean, he still has to realize, which squads he's dealing with. This might be a really nice nade. Oh, that Molotov. That's going to give away their position. And is that nade going to hit true? It's going to tap Axer just a little bit, but that hill makes it that much more difficult to throw Kit onto them. And he's just waiting. He's like, Cosmos, get over here, please. Help me, buddy. Oh, actually, he's like, you know what? Never mind. I don't need help. That is a 1-piece onto Black-White. It is just Axer remaining, and Cosmos finally making it into the circle.
And that's the thing, Konina Power didn't know that it was just Kenzo on his own, because the way they see it, it's a 2-on-2, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. They're trying to make it work. One player left standing. Can Axer pull it in his power?
We'll see right now, Kangzo, he's got all the intel. He's trying to get these peaks. He's got his teammate with him right now, so they can play this really, really carefully. Yeah, Axer's not able to get this res off, so it is going to be just him. We've seen a sick 1v2 earlier from Old Boy. Can Axer do it as well? We're about to find out. Jump shot. Oh, and Kangzo with the Uzi is going to shut it down. And there it is, everybody. Secret Jin, and it's just Kangzo with 5 kills to finish it out. Finals, taking it to Erangel. And as I look here at my screen, we can see a beautiful flight path right here. Pretty much right. Konina Power, what is it? I get a little bit of deja vu here. Yeah, I mean, what is going on? They're getting caught out, just unfortunately not having that. Oh, and he gets run over by the buggy. Frozen, punished once again.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'll tell you what, Aerowolf, I mean, they're pretty happy that they got across that bridge early because now they're going to be able to start heading into the circle right now. And we just see every single team. I mean, they're in their vehicles. They are on the move, just trying to find their final position here. But it looks like Nova ended up finding Alpha 7 as Mop goes down swagging, switching to FPP, is going to get caught on that off angle there. Nova, always so good when they're playing separate, just utilizing each other, covering each other's angles. I mean, when they are set up like this, they're still so deadly.
And that's where the 2-2 split from Alpha was always going to be tricky in that area, like I mentioned, because if a team gets too close to you, there's a much higher chance they're going to get punished. Credit to Nova as well, because they really pushed heavily on that area and gave no time for the players that did go down from Alpha 7 to respond.
Nova's such a tricky team, I think, to play against, because like they're the best squad, I think, in the game when it comes to playing separately, because it's almost like they're just constantly baiting you out. Like, yeah, we saw earlier in that SANHOK match when Alpha 7 smelled a member all by his lonesome. They went, they jumped, and they pounced it. That was from BTR. But Nova here, they're like, okay, order's a little pushed up. Let's go ahead and push on them. But guess what? They're just covering those back angles, putting so much suppressive fire, and the Alpha 7's like, you know what? Let's just get on out of here.
A lot of that comes down to core experience. But Digital Athletics, up on the hills, looking over in the sightlines of NOVA-XQF. They have to be careful of a team behind them. That is RRQ. They're fighting for the top spot right now as well, which is ironic within itself. I mean, looking still with 4 AM in the northern side of this Phase 3. Again, looking so good on that compound, just the opposite side of the road.
And the funny thing is, I mean, they just traded spots with RRQ. RRQ was just in this location a little earlier on. They opted to go down to those houses down the hill, but Klas says, you know what, we like that spot. We're going to hold it for now. And Nova, they just threw out some smokes, just playing this a little defensive. They just kind of want to hold this position for now.
A1 kept on top of the hills of the...
Oh, getting nice pre-fire there from SANHOK. Switching to the DP, and he's going to catch him slipping. Last remaining member, here he comes. SANHOK, and that's it, done. So Bigetron taken out as well.
But why was he going in late? He actually should have gone past Alpha 7 because he wasn't going to be able to do anything. But it is what it is. It does what it does, and Alpha A1 are going up against Navi.
Yeah, we'll see right now how they're going to opt to play it right now. Navi is starting to throw them smokes, trying to go ahead and hold on. They do have this edge of the circle, so they want to hold this position, buying some time right now. Anything they could possibly do to get these resets. You can see there, Maddox throwing, I believe, a nade on a Sinister. It's going to be a little bit short. That vehicle is blown up, so he doesn't have to worry about that. That is their IGL. You know, he's given those calls out to his main fragger. He's knocked and finished, so now it's all up to Dante, the thumbs player from A1, to hold on lasering, trying to put more pressure onto these squads. Here comes Navi. Oh, man, and they are just getting laser beam from the top of the hill.
Man, what else can you do? They're just going to try and go for the fight.
Oh, and look at this. I mean, Old Boy as well. I mean, this is just an insane battle to finish things off here. Sinhei's going to get those 2 points right there, and there's Old Boy spotting him. Get some nice pieces. Oh, he's 1 HP. Can he get the final one? But is Groza. Oh, and he gets him. Look at that. The Groza showing up here in the end game. They realize there's only one player left, and that is going to be it.